You are the best. You are at the top. You have all of the accomplishments, all the money, all the fame. You're powerful. You can take down any beast. But then you log off. You go back to the real world where you feel dirty. You haven't moved in 3 hours. It's time to open your curtains and go touch some grass. But no, you want to keep making progress in the virtual world. This is a trap that many young men fall into and have a lot of trouble escaping. They get addicted to video games and make it their priority in life. Instead of building healthy relationships that will last a lifetime, they want to go build a house to hide from zombies. Instead of sculpting their bodies to look like Greek gods, they want to sculpt their avatar to look less like garbage. There comes a point in which video games are no longer just a fun thing and they become a full-on addiction, a dangerous one that needs to be stopped. You see, when you play video games, all you're doing is emulating masculine pursuits. You compete against other players, you beat them and climb the ranks, you dominate, but it's all for nothing. It doesn't actually matter. You've neglected your real life for years and years on end. You've spent almost 10,000 hours playing video games. 10,000 hours is the time it takes to master a skill. You could have become a literal master, a professional in any skill, a skill that you really love, but instead you've wasted all that time behind a screen. A lot of young men are victims of escapism. Escapism is the tendency to seek distraction from unpleasant realities. You're literally hiding from reality through your video game. All you're doing is numbing yourself from the dark truth that you've neglected all along, and you have to get out. But how? Well, you see, this is just like breaking any addiction, and there are 3 phases to curing addiction. Number 1 is actually replacing video games with another hobby in which you make progress. You get a sense of camaraderie and leadership, and you have goals to reach. You see, I know for a fact that you have an obsessive personality. When you want something, you will obsess over it until you get it. What we want to do is take that obsessive personality that you have from video games to another hobby. So more often than not, the hobby with which you're going to replace video games is something like weightlifting and hitting the gym. You see, with this, you can obsess over it just as much as video games, and it's actually good for you. So make your main quest the dream physique, and the side quest things such as like healthy eating and watching educational fitness videos, watching workout tutorials and stuff like that. So you can like make like a daily task list, you know, like a daily challenge list, just like in video games, just like you're doing it in real life, where you can set like 5 to 10 things which you're gonna do to get to that main goal, which you're gonna level up. You want to be at level 50, but you're at level 1, so you have to go start killing some small beasts because you're not that leveled up yet. So I'm just gonna use weightlifting as an example. I'm just gonna use weightlifting as an example for this, but like, eating protein, powering up my muscles so I can build stronger and faster muscles. I'm regenerating, I'm drinking that healthy potion, except it's protein. Staying hydrated will get me to my dream physique, my main quest faster. Alright, boom, I'll power up my hydration level by bringing a water bottle everywhere with me. Like I said, it's just about taking that obsessive personality that you have, which can either be a really bad thing, video games, or a really good thing, fitness and weightlifting. But it doesn't have to be weightlifting. It can be a sport. Like, for example, you can join a team and you'll feel what true leadership and camaraderie feels like. You'll feel what actually fighting for one another on a field feels like. Giving it your all for people that you like on a field is probably one of the best things ever. I personally find it to be a beautiful thing. Now, the second thing we need to do to get you to stop playing video games is to progressively decrease the amount of video games that you are going to play. So I know that you might be all hyped now thinking, yeah, I'm gonna replace video games, I'm gonna stop, this is gonna stop, but if you just tell yourself, I'm gonna cut out absolutely everything, it's not gonna last. You have to slowly decrease the amount of hours and time you spend behind that screen for it to actually work. So what you can do is like take the total amount of video games you play per week. I don't know, if you play like 2 hours every day, that's 14 hours. Maybe you play more on the weekends, so around 25 hours. That's 3 sorry, I spit on the screen. That's 3 hours-ish a day. Tell yourself, all right, my goal by the end of the month is to be at 10 hours of weekly playing time. See, you're just slowly cutting it down. So for example, on week 1, you can say, all right, my limit this week is gonna be 21 hours. That's 3 hours a day. You can tell yourself, oh, that's really easy. There's no way I'm gonna do it. It's gonna feel below you. So, and you tell yourself, there's no way I'm not gonna accomplish this. And so you accomplish it, and then you're like, all right, I think I can probably do 17 hours. Oh, 17 hours week 2. All right, I did it. 15 hours. All right, now we're down to about 2 hours a day. Okay, it's getting kind of tough, but I think I can push past it. And now 10 hours a day. Okay, 10 hours a week. Okay, yeah, I've slowly decreased the amount of time I'm playing. It's pretty easy. And then after months of doing that, you're not playing video games anymore. And you'll get this kind of epiphany where you no longer see video games as something that's fun. Now, sure, it might be fun, but you see it as a literal waste of time. Now, this might offend some people, I don't know. But when I was at the, in this phase, and it was just on the weekends, but when I would play, I would literally just be like, what am I doing? I could be making progress to something that I actually care about. But no, I'm just running around fighting people for no reason. What? This seems kind of weird. And so this was just an epiphany I had, so I hope you'll have the same one where you just realize that I could be making progress to things that are more important than this. So this is my hope. I hope you'll get that epiphany soon. And the next phase, which is really important, is to change your identity. By seeing yourself as a video gamer, you will make it extremely hard to stop video games because it's something you've integrated into who you see yourself as. By taking that out and by not seeing yourself as a lousy, dirty little man with bad posture who spends 5 hours a day on League of Legends, you will make it infinitely more easy to stop playing video games. By the way, I have a mental health video on this channel. It's one of the first videos I made, but I think it could really help you because improving your mental health will get you to be at a point in life in which you feel good enough just being you that you don't need external dopamine sources to make you feel happy. Alright, I hope this helped you. Cheers, bro.